If you're a cloud beginner, it can be really tempting to want to learn multiple cloud platforms. Maybe you've completed a bootcamp or are self-studying and you feel like you've nailed the fundamentals of one cloud like AWS. Now you're wondering, should I dive into GCP or Azure too? My answer to this question might surprise you, and my answer is this: no, you do not need to learn another cloud platform as a beginner. Let me explain. Today, I'm going to break down my two key reasons why focusing on one cloud platform is the smarter move, and share a game-changing tip that will help you land that first cloud job much quicker. I'm Fayomi, a senior solutions architect with over 7 years of experience in the cloud industry. I'm also the founder of Cloud Career Mentor, where I help aspiring tech professionals like you land their dream cloud job in the cloud industry. Let's get into today's conversation. The first reason why you shouldn't learn multiple cloud platforms is that you spread yourself too thin. At first glance, it might seem like learning multiple cloud platforms early in your career would make you more attractive to employers, right? But here's the thing, it has actually the opposite effect. You see, most companies don't need someone who has shallow experience in multiple clouds. The reality is, many businesses run all of their cloud operations on just one cloud platform, whether it's AWS, Azure, or GCP. They're not looking for someone who's juggling all three. What they need is someone who can dive deep into the platform they're using and become an expert in it. So while you might think being good at all three platforms will make you more attractive, it actually works the other way. In fact, many large organizations will standardize their cloud services around just one platform, and they will expect all their cloud engineers to become experts in that one platform. Now think about it. Why would a company want someone who's just average at multiple cloud platforms when they can hire someone who's a pro in their one specific platform? The answer is clear. They want the expert. And as a beginner, trying to learn multiple cloud platforms at once only spreads you too thin and dilutes your skills. Here's a simple analogy to put things into perspective. Let's imagine that one day you realize that you need heart surgery and you have a choice of two doctors. Would you go to the generalist doctor who knows a little bit about hearts, a little bit about lungs and bones? Or would you choose a heart surgeon who spent years performing their craft? You'd pick the specialist every time because you trust their deep expertise. Similarly, in the cloud industry, businesses look for people who have honed their skills in one platform, someone who's a true specialist in AWS or Azure or GCP, rather than someone who has only surface level knowledge across all three. By mastering just one cloud platform, you're not just learning a skill, you're building trust and expertise that companies value. Focus, specialize, and become the go-to person in your field. This is why I encourage cloud beginners to focus on just one cloud platform. As a beginner in cloud technology, you want to avoid overloading yourself with too much information. If you focus on just one cloud platform, you're giving yourself the opportunity to really master it. And when you get really good at that platform, you'll be able to solve problems faster, understand how everything works, and just be better at what you do. Being an expert on that platform is what employers want. They'll trust you to take care of any issues without worrying that you're just a generalist who can't go deep into the details. As you gain experience, you can always branch out and learn additional platforms, but for now, just focus on mastering that one, and that will set you up for success in your cloud career. Trust me, employers will notice your depth of knowledge, and that's what will make you stand out from all the other candidates. Is what I'm saying making sense so far? If so, please drop a like on this video so I know that what I'm saying is resonating. Now let's move on to the second reason why I really think you should stick to one cloud platform early in your career. And this is really important, so make sure you're paying attention. The second reason is that the cloud platform you learn is only a small part of your job as a cloud engineer. Let me say that again so you catch that. The cloud platform you learn, so AWS or Azure or GCP, is only a small part of the tech stack you need to know as a cloud engineer. Here's what I mean. When you step into the world of cloud engineering, there are a lot of different technologies you need to master beyond the cloud platform. And I'm now going to discuss the important ones that you need to focus on. But before I do, I want you to check out this free guide I've created called the 3 Simple Steps to Your First Cloud Job. In this guide, I walk you through the proven formula and framework that will make landing that first cloud job easier and quicker. Trust me, you want to give this a read. Download it now. Link is in the description below. Now, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to date and learn more ways to level up your cloud career. Now, let's dive back into our topic. One of the key technologies that you need to learn beyond the regular cloud platform is the Linux command line. I've heard that over 90% of cloud workloads run on Linux, which means that if you're not comfortable navigating the Linux command line and system management, you're going to be at a very big disadvantage. A solid grasp of Linux doesn't mean knowing how to navigate a few commands. It's about understanding the structure of a Linux system, including its kernel, file structure, and processes. You need to be comfortable configuring network settings, managing system resources, and handling everything from installing software to troubleshooting issues that arise on your Linux server in the cloud instances. As you start scaling cloud resources, you rely heavily on Linux for managing both the virtual machines and the underlying infrastructure that supports your cloud environment. So having a strong Linux foundation is really a must. Another important technical skill that you need to have is programming. Now listen, you don't need to be a full-fledged software engineer, but knowing how to automate tasks and write scripts can be a real game changer. Scripting languages like Python, Bash, PowerShell are invaluable in the cloud as you'll use them for automation, creating tools, and managing resources, and a host of other tasks. With automation being the cornerstone of cloud environments, learning how to write scripts that interact with cloud APIs, deploy applications, or monitor resources can save you tons of time and effort. The ability to automate tasks doesn't just make your job easier, it makes you more efficient and can drastically reduce human error. In fact, many cloud providers offer native tools and APIs that you can automate via scripts, so knowing Python or Bash can help you integrate those tools and maximize their potential. The more comfortable you become with writing and debugging scripts, the more you'll be able to streamline your cloud infrastructure management and improve your overall workflow. A key technology that I see beginners shy away from learning is CI/CD pipelines. CI/CD tools are critical for continuous integration and delivery in cloud environments. These pipelines allow teams to automate the deployment of applications, ensuring faster and more efficient releases. Knowing how to configure and manage these pipelines is crucial, and they're often used in tandem with cloud environments. So familiarize yourself with tools like Jenkins, GitLab, CI/CD, GitHub Actions as they integrate with your cloud platforms for streamlined and deployment and testing. CI/CD pipelines are vital for reducing manual intervention in the development process and ensuring that updates and new features can be deployed quickly and reliably. The more familiar you become with these tools and workflows, the better you'll be at collaborating with software development teams and helping them achieve faster and more consistent releases. CI/CD is also a major part of DevOps culture, and understanding this will make you a much more well-rounded professional as you grow in your cloud career. Another technology you need to understand is infrastructure as code, or IAC. This is how you define and manage your infrastructure using code, which is huge for automation and scaling. Using IAC tools like Terraform, CloudFormation, or Ansible, you can create, modify, and destroy cloud resources programmatically, eliminating manual processes and minimizing errors. IAC is vital for scaling cloud environments quickly and reliably, and understanding it will make you stand out as a cloud engineer. With IAC, you can treat your cloud infrastructure just like code. This means you can version, track, and deploy your cloud resources in the same way you manage application code. This not only leads to more reliable and reproducible infrastructure, but also makes scaling and managing complex cloud environments much easier. As your infrastructure grows, IAC will enable you to make changes to your environment without manually logging into servers or making updates by hand or reducing the risks of mistakes. So yeah, there's a lot to learn, and here's where focus comes in. Instead of trying to learn multiple cloud platforms all at once, you really need to double down on the most essential skills that's going to make you a complete cloud engineer. All these concepts like Linux, programming, CI/CD, even Git and IAC are the backbone of cloud engineering, and it's important to get them right before even considering another cloud platform. Mastering these essentials gives you the confidence and the tools to tackle more advanced concepts as they come up in your cloud career. You'll be much more effective and valuable as a cloud engineer if you really understand these fundamentals first and then build on them. So don't rush into learning everything all at once. Take the time to master what matters most, and you'll be way ahead of the game and of all your competition. It's not about how many platforms you know, it's about how deep your understanding is. So focus on mastering these essentials and the rest will follow naturally. Now that you know the importance of focusing on only one cloud platform, and you're also now familiar with some of the other technologies you need to learn, let's talk about what your next step should be. Your next step should be to start building as many hands-on projects as you can with Linux, AWS, Terraform, CI/CD, and all the technologies I mentioned. This is because not only will these projects improve your technical skills and confidence, they'll also provide you with something to say in interviews, because trust me, a hiring manager is going to ask you to tell them about a CI/CD project you've done, a Terraform project you've done, and you want to make sure you have some good examples of these for your interviews. If you want to know the best way to learn these technologies and build these high quality cloud projects, then don't worry, I've got you covered. I've created a well-structured and easy to follow program that will help you learn all these technologies in a way that's really easy to understand and follow. You should check it out at cloudcareermentor.com, where you learn how to master in-demand skills like Linux, AWS, Git, Terraform, CI/CD, and so much more, all while building real-world projects that show recruiters your expertise. We'll teach you how to turn those projects into a standout resume that attracts the attention of recruiters, and we'll also give you the tools to interview well to impress hiring managers. No more generic advice. Our guidance is tailored for your success. Plus, with personalized mentorship, a structured learning plan, and an engaged community, you have everything you need to achieve your goals. Check us out at cloudcareermentor.com to learn more. If you take nothing else away from today's episode, I want you to remember this. Instead of trying to juggle multiple cloud platforms, focus on mastering just one. When you're just starting out, becoming an expert in one cloud platform is a way more effective way to go. Why? Well, because employers value depth over breadth. So rather than learning that second cloud platform, choose instead to learn and build projects in Linux, Terraform, CI/CD, and Python. And then once you land that first cloud job, you're free to learn as many cloud platforms as you want. But before you do, it's important that you just stay focused on that one. So take it slow. Get really good at that one platform, and you'll be in a much stronger position to succeed in your cloud career. Now, if you're in the lucky position where you started getting calls from recruiters and want to know the best way to interview in a way that impresses hiring managers and gets you that cloud job, check out the episode I've created called How to Prepare for Job Interviews in 10 Minutes. This will walk you through how to interview successfully. I'll see you in the next video.